soul stirred beneath a sky the color of steel. Hunters hurried through the morning fog, their armor clattering faintly against the silence of a world that had learned to fear the unknown. Ever since the first gate opened, humanity had lived between wonder and terror, its bravest stepping into shimmering thresholds to fight what lurked beyond. Among them moved Sung Jinwoo, a young man whose courage outweighed his strength. He was known as the E-rank hunter, the weakest in every raid, yet the first to answer every call. His friends pitied him, the stronger hunters mocked him, but he endured, driven by quiet desperation. His mother lay in a hospital bed unmoving, her breath kept alive by machines. His younger sister studied, unaware of how often he went hungry just to pay the bills. The story opened with a hunt in a crumbling subway station, a minor dungeon no higher than D-rank. Jinwoo's sword was chipped, his armor borrowed, and even before the first beast appeared, a cut on his forearm began to bleed. When the battle was over, the others laughed lightly. He had nearly been killed by a creature weaker than most beginners faced. Yet he smiled, pretending the pain was nothing. That fragile smile became the first sign of something the world would later call unbreakable resolve. Days later, a new gate appeared in Hapsu District, its energy readings faint, classified as low rank. Jinwoo joined the raid party, led by the confident Song Kai-yeol, an older C-rank mage who treated him with reluctant respect. Among the team were Juhee, the healer who worried for Jinwoo more than he deserved, and several mid-rank fighters hungry for easy loot. They entered the gate at dawn. Inside, the world changed. Cold air crawled against their skin, torches sputtered as if the dungeon itself breathed. The cavern walls glimmered like polished stone, carved with ancient figures whose eyes seemed to follow them. It was too quiet. No beasts, no traps, only stillness that felt watchful. Then they found the hall. It was vast, cathedral-like, its floor lined with statues, armored giants holding weapons and kneeling saints with closed eyes. At the far end stood a massive stone door engraved with unreadable runes. The hunters whispered among themselves, debating whether to advance. The censors read nothing. The leader decided to push forward. When the last hunter crossed the threshold, the doors slammed shut behind them. The world answered with sound, deep and thunderous. The statues turned their heads. The hunters froze as the runes upon the walls began to burn with golden light. From nowhere came a whisper that wasn't a voice but a command. The rules of the temple appeared in burning letters above their heads. Worship God. Praise God. Prove your faith to God. Those who fail, the temple promised would die. Panic broke like a wave. One archer bolted for the door. A statue moved, its sword descending faster than sound. In a heartbeat, the floor was painted red. The survivors huddled in terror as the statues marched, judging each breath. Jinwoo's hands trembled, yet his eyes studied. He saw patterns. The statues spared those who knelt, who bowed, who sang prayers to the silent idol upon the throne. His voice broke as he guided them, shouting instructions that saved what few remained. Minutes felt like eternity. Then came the second test, fire. Blue flames erupted, the air screamed. Hunters collapsed. Juhee's healing light flickered, her mana almost gone. Jinwoo carried her, half-burned himself, refusing to abandon her even as others fled toward the sealed exit. The third command appeared, prove your faith. A sacrificial altar rose from the ground. The survivors argued, fear turned them against one another. Jinwoo understood that someone must remain for the gate to release the rest. He smiled faintly, not in peace but in weary acceptance. Go, he whispered, though no dialogue was spoken aloud. His gaze alone carried the message. He placed Juhee in the arms of another hunter and stepped toward the altar as the statues began to move again. He knew what it meant to be powerless. Now he would use that powerlessness to buy time. The floor trembled, light erupted. When the ceiling collapsed, Jinwoo's vision drowned in white. Then silence. In that silence, a voice echoed within his mind, calm, mechanical, yet almost human. You have met the requirements. You have completed the hidden quest, courage of the weak. Would you like to become a player? He opened his eyes to find the dungeon gone. His body lay broken, surrounded by light only he could see. A translucent screen hovered above him, written in an unknown language that somehow he understood. As the words "System Initiated" appeared, Jinwoo realized the impossible. He had died and awakened into something entirely new.